Well, do you want to be a rock star in your industry? Well, there's a multitude of leadership activities you could undertake to be a rock star leader. So where do you start? Well, the research by McKinsey's pretty darn clear. It starts with mindset. And before you go, oh, ho-hum, mindset, and click back, stick with me for 60 seconds because I've got a practical solution on how you can shift your mindset as you go about your daily work. And practice this tip and it will transform your leadership. So look, here's what McKinsey says. Our research on organisational health shows that making one's mindset the subject of conscious scrutiny is an indispensable prerequisite of leadership effectiveness. What McKinsey found was that when organisations focused on the mindsets needed to reach their goals, they were 4 times more likely to be successful. Your beliefs, values, priorities, feelings, and needs all drive how you behave. So, how often do you stop to think about what is driving your behaviour? If you're like most leaders, you're busy rushing through the day with back-to-back meetings and critical deadlines. And you're likely thinking, who has the time to stop and ponder what's driving your behaviours and choices? Who has the bandwidth to worry about if their mindset, attitudes, beliefs, feelings and thoughts are on point or not? And guess what? That thinking stops you from being a rock star. If you want to be a rock star leader, you must create the space to reflect upon how you're leading. Self-reflection is a critical skill that separates regular leaders from high-performance leaders. Unfortunately, it's one of those leadership activities to which most people give little to no attention, even though it's a leadership activity that provides a serious boost to your performance and you becoming a superstar. So here's the process I recommend you use to become a superstar. I recommend to all leaders I coach that they build a minimum 5 to 10 minute buffer between meetings and activities. In fact, 15 minutes is better, but for now, let's just get you going with a 5 to 10 minute buffer. So what do you do during this 5 to 10 minutes? Well, you take the time to do the following 3 things. Step 1, in your diary, schedule meetings with self to action any items that came out of the meeting or activity. Now, if you don't know what a meeting with self is, grab the Time Genie ebook. And just as an aside, this step isn't about self-reflection and understanding your mindset. It's all about making sure you deliver on what you promise so your reputation is solid. Step 2, ask yourself, how did I use the 4 B's? Believing, belonging, behaving, and bottom line during this time. When you are running your day through the lens of the mindset of the 4 B's, you can't help but become a rock star leader. And step 3, finally, ask yourself, what should I improve upon next time? What will I do differently in the future? My clients have seen transformations in their performance and the performance of their teams as they use this practice. When you improve as a leader, you can't help but improve the people around you. So let's imagine you've just finished a meeting. Below are some examples of questions you can use to help you identify your mindset and performance in terms of the 4 B's. And just to be clear, you can use these questions just as easily when you're working on your own tasks and activities, making decisions or answering emails. It's all about taking a few extra moments to think about, am I going to get the results I want to get from the action I'm about to take? I recommend you use the 4 B's to guide you in every decision and action you take. All right, so let's look at some questions under believing. Did I use our organisational values to drive our decisions? Did I show people that I cared about their success as much as my own? Did I help someone see how what they do makes a difference to the business? Did I reference our vision, either organisationally or for the task at hand? Did I enable people to work to their strengths? Did I celebrate successes? Okay, let's look at some belonging questions. Did I create a welcoming and inclusive vibe? Did I ensure each person had an opportunity to be heard? Did I create opportunities for us to learn from each other? Did I make sure that politics, competition, and infighting were absent? Did I keep things light? Did I have any fixed attitudes or beliefs about someone in that meeting? And did that get in the way of my influencing him or her? Okay, let's look at some behaving questions. Did I call out any poor behaviours? Did I reinforce any great behaviours? Did I role model our values? Did I use guiding principles rather than rules? If someone made a mistake, did I help them learn rather than punish? Were we solutions focused or problem focused? Did I flex my style to better influence others? And did I use the Pygmalion effect to either negatively or positively influence? And bottom line, have we set clear targets, expectations, and ways to measure our performance? Did I ensure the meeting was a productive use of our time? Have I over or undercommitted in any way? Did I encourage business partner mindsets in the team? How did I help us move forward on our top goals? How did I improve our collective self-talk? And look, don't just yes or no your answers to these questions. That's not self-reflection. Try and recall examples of what you said and did. And of course, there are many other questions you could ask of yourself. It all depends upon the context of your organisation, your leadership capability, and where you need to grow. But these questions are a great foundation for you. And look, if you want to be a high performer and take it to another level, well, here's two things you could do. Firstly, pre-focus yourself. Make diary notes for the next time you're about to attend a meeting or complete an activity. In those notes, you create your own agenda that says, in this meeting or while I'm doing this task, I'm going to focus upon, and then pick 2 or 3 things that you're going to do differently. Another thing you can try is to track yourself during the meeting or the activity. Imagine you step out of your body and you're hovering somewhere up by the ceiling. Watch yourself for a few moments and ask, how am I showing up right now? Am I using the 4 Bs? Am I using our values? Then do any mid-course corrections. If you're like my clients, you'll discover that when you get good at practicing these skills, your career will become a blockbuster. Self-reflection is one of those leadership activities at which you want to be a rock star. So having said that, are you working with a coach or a mentor? Because if not, you should be. Coaching is the time when your self-reflection is at its peak. If you've got a remarkable coach, you'll come away from your coaching session with a game plan of what you'll do differently. Then you'll go out into your workplace and practice what you planned. Then you'll self-reflect and discuss with your coach. The one thing your coach will do is to hold your feet to the fire. And if they're any good at what they do, they'll never let you play a small game. So if you're ready to play a big game, click on the link to find out why you might want to be coached by me, because that's exactly what I do. I get leaders to live, love, and lead remarkably so that they become a rock star in their company or their industry. So this is Shelley saying goodbye for now until we come together again to help you be a rock star leader.